probably tell Kevin so he can make a post. But hey, everybody, we're back. More Final Fantasy 16, and Tim's here this time.
Wait, did you know Magnitude was one of the kids from the first Harry Potter movie?
Wait.
And you know who Magnitude is?
Do you mean Vector? Oh,
What?
Magnitude. Okay. Sorry, no, I misunderstood. I thought you were making a reference, but no. Huh. Which kid is he?
He's like from Sorcerer's Stone. He's the kid who like announces, supposedly. You know what? Give me a minute, because TikTok might just be racist.
Well, I'm going to start the episode on that lovely note. But yeah, we're back with more Final Fantasy 16. Right, we were...
Now, Jack, with Magnitude in question, we have to say one quick thing. Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to find his actor.
Oh my god. Either way, it's either, again, like you said, it's either like, oh, that's a fun Easter egg, or, oh no, TikTok's racist.
No, yeah, he's a British actor who was in Sorcerer's Stone.
Magnitude's British?
Yeah. He was also in the Animal Crossing anime, I guess.
I completely forgot there was an Animal Crossing anime, and I really feel compelled to watch that.
He was. His name is Luke. His name is Luke Youngblood. That's a great name.
Hold on. Uh-oh. That doesn't look like friendly smoke.
Yeah, he's in Community.
All right, real quick, just because, like, so you have less of a delay, let me share my screen.
Oh, I'm good right now.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Oh no. Did I stumble upon a fucking ethnic cleansing?
I hope not.
Here I go, killing again.
That's my favorite White Snake's dog.
We've got a live one.
Are you okay? I've gotten like 3 notifications that you're watching my screen.
I was trying to get picture-in-picture, but I fucked up too many times. Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
Magnitude was one of my favorite side characters from that show. Just really likable all around. God, so just because I haven't said anything in a minute, it really does sound like what playing against the Fox main in Melee sounds like.
Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Just all you hear is button mashing to an obnoxious degree.
Well, it looks like my party members are beating the shit out of someone this way. Let's go see what they're up to.
I'm sure everyone's already said it, but the main character's design is fucking cool as shit. There's something about that outfit where I'm like, that's cool. Ooh, excuse me.
Stay down. Not this time.
It is amazing to me how Final Fantasy went from being probably the best example of a turn-based RPG you could get to being one of the best action RPGs.
And the only thing I'll say is that, like, despite a common misconception, they still do put out turn-based games regularly.
I know, but we're talking like main series games. This is what we expect now.
No, I get you.
Like we expect like the action RPG. And no wrong, just watching gameplay, this looks amazing.
Well,
Like-
also, to be fair, though, like, one complaint that I do understand with a lot of people for this game specifically is that the RPG elements are too diminished.
Yeah, I feel like that's a sacrifice you're gonna have to make down the line. It's like to keep to a degree, to keep Final Fantasy relevant with a lot of mainstream audiences. This is kind of the move to make.
No, yeah. I mean, I think that was best illustrated by 15's tagline, where it was like a Final Fantasy for newcomers and fans alike, or something like that.
Oh yeah, so a Final Fantasy for normies. Got it.
Again, they want to, like, they recognize that the, like, high numbers next to all the titles intimidates a lot of new players away from it.
That's just Reaper from fucking Overwatch.
If Reaper was putting
That
on a
white
good
guy.
number of pounds. Yeah, and white.
Yeah, I was about to say, pretty sure Reaper is like a Latino or something like that. But it's the mask caught me. I was like, oh, the mask in the hood, it's Reaper. So, I won't dwell on this too long. I remember in college when Overwatch first became big, not safe for work content for a very brief moment. Brazzers did an Overwatch parody where they had costumes for Widowmaker and Reaper, and they were really well done costumes.
That's fucking hilarious.
I was like, wow, they went all the way for this game. Like the Reaper costume looks amazing. And yes, it was Johnny Sins playing Reaper, so they got the casting wrong. That was my biggest takeaway. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's not white. No, but I was like, damn, like they put all their money into this. Good for them. I was about to ask about 15, but I think during like the Final Fantasy 7 playthrough, we've already talked about your opinions of 15.
No, yeah. I mean, like, to sum it up briefly, like, I like the game, but I'm also willing to admit, especially having played it since it originally came out, that it's very flawed. Like,
I think of
the version you'll get today, if you play it for the first time, is actually greatly improved, and, like, I do recommend playing it, but it took some time to get to that point.
Yeah, I remember when the game first came out, it was heavily criticized for a lot of details. Like, I had a roommate in college who played it. He's like, yeah, it's not really that good. I'm like, well, why the fuck are you playing it? He goes, I mean, I like it.
Like, that really does sum up, like, early days of 15, is like, yeah, it's got a lot of issues. I'm gonna keep playing, but...
I like the car, though. As someone who didn't play 15, I like the car.
The only thing is, the car has one feature that on paper is really fucking cool, but is really a pain in the ass in execution, and that's the ability to fly. Because you have to be very careful about taking off and landing, because if you
That
bump...
was
Oh,
the
fuck,
big thing.
Hannah's dead. No, I forgot.
Oh, shit.
You deserve so much better.
God, his outfit's so cool. Anyway, she's dead. What happened?
Imperials came and raided the town, calling everyone in it loyalists to the fallen duchy, Clive's like former homeland, and basically killed everyone they could find. Oh, and look. Oh wait, never mind. It's Sid's guys.
Clive!
Clive Barker is the main character?
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh?
Oh, and they were acting on orders by Clive's mom.
Was harboring bearers.
Clive's
Always safe
super.
enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only caught me sooner,
the fuck was
none
I
of this would
thinking
have
about?
had to happen. Fuck!
My mother
I really
always
like
did
Sid's
despise
outfit.
bearers.
Just the orange on black. I dig it.
Oh, that's
Always
Gav.
embraced them, when
Oh,
the
is it my
Venetians
mistake?
spat on them as slaves.
Now,
They
Gav is
seemed to
easily one of my
give
favorite
their
side
power
characters
to
in
those
this
who
whole
act.
game.
I like him. Just looking at him, I like him.
But why kill
He's
everyone?
basically
They meant no harm. They
Sid's
just
lead
wanted to
scout.
be free.
This world judges that a crime.
Oh gosh,
Which
just
is why
reading
we're
this
going to change
dialogue.
it.
It's so relevant to current events, and I'm like, we're not gonna talk about it here.
We want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
Right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Oi!
Oi,
Can I leave
or
you lot to
we
take care of
rather.
things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
All of you. God bless us.
So if you ever see a character like those three who have, like,
When you're
scars
ready.
in a specific spot on their cheek, they're referred to as curse breakers. Basically, a group of Sid's guys who have undergone a risky procedure to remove their brand on their face as bearers in order to act more incognito and be able to help other bearers.
Lead me
Whoa, Dick Tracy.
Yeah, seriously, that is a very yellow coat for a guy trying to sneak around.
I'm sorry, it was such an easy joke. Now wait, Dick Tracy. Now I'm thinking about it. Is Dick even part of his name, or is the Dick part supposed because he's a detective?
I do not know, and I'll be honest, I never even gave it that much thought.
Yeah, no, right? I mean, it's probably just his name, because, yeah, why dig that deep?
It's probably both, and it's meant to be a pun.
Yeah,
Sid Solar then.
it's like Dick Grayson, right?
A lot of it. Gus.
Okay, now that I have Clive's outfit, can I switch to the outfit I think is a little cooler?
Please.
Yes.
When did they first start doing the action RPG approach? Was it 13 or was it 12?
It was definitely 13. 12 is sort of like an active time thing, but it's still very much like classical RPG in a sense. 13
Okay.
retains a bit of both sides.
Got it. You might want to change your outfit though. Like it. For a black, pretty cool.
Basically, all of them have like an outfit that references like their icon. Even Torgal gets one.
Torgold. I like him. Good
Also,
sword.
like I said, I have a bunch of like I can swap between any weapon I've unlocked.
Is there stats based on each one or no?
What do you mean?
Like, does each one have like their own like damage or anything like that?
Well, no, this is purely cosmetic. Like, if I equip
Got
any of
it.
these. Like, these are all weapons I've unlocked in the game. Like, I've used at some point, and so I can change the appearance to any of them that I like.
Is there anyone that looks like Aragorn's sword from Lord of the Rings?
I don't know, but I got this hunk of metal.
Looks like a piece of shit. I might as well move on from that.
Some blonde weirdo probably uses this.
Nah, the Buster Swords is like the classic, but like, come on, let's do something different.
No, we do have a few options from other Final Fantasy games. We have Braveheart.
looks more elven than anything else.
Well, so Braveheart is the sword often depicted as being the sword of the Final Fantasy I Warrior of Light, like,
Oh, cool.
who in and of himself is based like. Okay, it's complicated because basically in the gameplay of Final Fantasy I, you're a bunch of nameless warriors. You're a party of 4 nameless warriors of light, and you like can be whatever job that the player sets them to be at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
For ease of like simplicity, in the City of Fighting game, they represent it with a version of one of the Warriors of Light that Amano depicted in some of the art for the game, which was art of what was supposed to be the night job, and was often wielding this.
I like it though. It's cool.
And then we also have the Onion Sword from Final Fantasy 3.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. This one. We're going with this one.
We're going with the Onion Sword.
Yeah.
Take up the radiant blade of golden turquoise in one's hand, or taking up this radiant blade of golden turquoise in one's hand invokes strange yet familiar images of 4 homespun youths on a journey to quench the coming darkness.
I like it. I like that whole setup you just gave it. I know that's like the flavor text, but I love it.
Well, that's basically just like a very like brief synopsis of Final Fantasy 3. Because similar to the first game, like your characters are all like nameless kids who set out to like on an adventure.
Also, I'm just gonna say it. The name of the sword represents my favorite Steven Universe character, Onion.
But no, the Onion thing itself is that depending on which version of 3 you play, the Onion Knight will be your starting job, and the Onion Knight has kind of gotten a reputation in Final Fantasy as a job that's like jack of all trades, master of none, but like if you like stick with it and level it up long enough, it becomes really powerful.
I love how that expression has been split up into 2 TV shows that are nothing alike.
We can keep running.
You have Master of None,
We can walk through this
which is kind of a really well-made comedic drama. And then there's Jack of All Trades, which is a Bruce Campbell campy-ass TV show.
Tell myself the bustle's a blessing.
I also love that even Clive's ultimate costume has to show off a healthy amount of man cleavage.
I mean, it's right.
Did you find the answers you were looking for?
But even his V cannot challenge Sid's.
Gift.
I do have to use the bathroom. I will return.
Yep.
Whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant. Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
Oh, there's that music. Love to hear it.
Yourself into now.
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
I will say, and I want to make clear, I think Neil Newbin fully deserved winning Best Performance at the Game Awards. I'm very glad Ben Starr got nominated because he really fucking kicked ass as Clive.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the Black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our peoples down?
Well, I really do think
I have returned.
Welcome back. We're getting our first peek at the Emperor of Sanbreque.
Ooh, I'm kind of liking
The gates
this.
of Oriflamme buckle at the flood.
I love his little like
seeking
like his
refuge
couch
from the
of
blood.
stone.
If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting
Excuse
your
me.
minds to
Oh,
riddles
God.
such as these, you lock
Is this the Knights
horns
of the
with an
Round
enemy
Table?
from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
I don't know why, but this guy's giving me strong Boromir vibes. I think it's because he vaguely reminds me of Sean Bean, which, like, I know it's
I
not
can
his-
see that.
Yeah. I like little like pulls around them.
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Ish.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying?
Dun dun
Are
dun.
you mad?
Ba ba
Call
ba.
that on occasion, but no, not today. We've
Looking
all
at
seen
joint.
firsthand.
Nah, it's just a
Empty
medieval
wells,
cigarette.
Green meadows, land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are told that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups, the gods themselves.
But yeah, Sid basically pieced together that whereas most people assumed that the reason the mother crystals were safe havens from the blight was because it was holding back the blight, Sid realized the blight itself was the crystals sucking up ether from the world, and the only reason the area around it was unaffected is because it was the closest by proximity.
And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms, anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose.
I've only now seen the video of sex tape from the Senate floor.
We have to bring the old world crashing down.
You fucking went and found it?
No, someone posted a screenshot of someone else's screenshot on Twitter. I didn't realize just where it was gonna be.
Yup.
Wow. I mean,
I suppose it's about
base.
time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
I know we're in the middle of a really serious cutscene, but I had to read this tweet from @EvilRatPerson. Great name, by the way.
Great username.
Myself into.
Senate sex tape is funny, but I forgot how disturbing twink ass is. It looks like two elbows. Damn, just fucking kill the person.
Somebody get this boy some carbs. His ass too flat.
Oh god, that's funny though.
Anyway, side quests. The green exclamation mark beckons.
Nothing too important, I hope.
Oh, just a letter.
I mean,
I lost everything.
first of all, official Cartoon Network Twitter saying Mordecai fumbling Margaret is the biggest fumble of all time.
Damn.
Fucking damn.
Maybe if you retrace your step.
Scour Storm from... No. I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid.
I told you, like, a lot of, like, the filler episodes of co-op mode are just gonna be side quests. Like, that's, like, the whole idea. Yeah, I'm like, if it's not related to the main plot, it's gonna just be a bunch of bullshit that they get asked to do, like the A-Team.
I'm sure he doesn't.
So I just listened to the episode of How Did This Not Get Made about Star Wars detours.
Yeah.
That whole show is such a fascinating disaster to me, only to realize it's not really that bad.
Oh wait, hold on, I can talk to Blackthorn about something. No, yeah, it's really not, like, anything crazy.
What do you want?
Flame Tongue Reforged, oh hell yeah.
The gay... Hey, Blade.
Anything else?
But,
Okay, I think I am going to undo this purely because now that we're using those fucking swords, I love the appearance of these. For context, in this game, every time you beat an icon, you get a material from them that can be used to craft a sword, and then the previous sword becomes the crafting material for the next one. So in order, we have Stormcry for Garuda.
I love Stormcry's design. I'm just gonna say that right now.
No,
That's
it's a great design. I love it. Then you get Flame Tongue for Ifrit.
Classic. I love the way it looks. Really good sword design. Love it.
Levin Bolt for
different,
Ramu.
but I like it.
Again, it's supposed to resemble his staff. Grindstone for Titan.
Cool. Pretty cool. Can't deny that.
Brightburn for Bahamut.
Hate the name.
Well, again, because he's the light aspected icon in this game.
I know, but come on.
Icebrand for Shiva.
It's cool, but it reminds me of that one bug type Pokemon everybody wants to fuck.
And then Everdark for Odin.
I mean, this is just a cool fucking sword. Look at that thing.
And yeah, that's the last of the icon ones.
Which one are you going to go with?
I'm going to keep it on default for now because I do like Flame Tongue's design. Let's see, the other ones I have Ragnarok, which is like one of the last swords you can forge in the main game. Do I have anything else worthwhile in here?
Sword looks fucking cool as shit.
The only other ones I think I have are from the DLC that I've played through, which are the Fallen Enforcer.
Cool.
Which then is able to be crafted into the Omega weapon.
Oh.
I love the description on this one. A blasphemous coupling of living flesh and synthetic bone. This relic of age long forgotten shudders with the self-same vital spirit that animated the Sage Spire's mightiest of sentinels. And when he looked up upon mankind's creation, he saw himself.
What was that, a biblical term or something?
Just says unknown, like it says, like, source unknown for the quote.
He's never this.
Is that the Bible? Kidding.
The Bible? They said the Bible.
Forgive me, young man.
Don't question the might of Jimmy.
I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't...
Why leave the safety of the hide?
For coin.
Man.
The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. Wait. You were a soldier.
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you.
I'll do what I...
Oh.
What can you tell me about you?
His name is Randall. He's been working for Quentin, the tavern keeper.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels.
So, apparently The Crown, the Netflix show, really just shit all over William's marriage. Basically saying the only reason William got with Kate was because, she's cute, I guess. And the only reason why Kate got with him is because her mom said, it'd be really good for you.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales.
Which, honestly, is that not the truest shit you've ever heard? Keep in mind, Kate, beautiful, gorgeous woman. William, what the fuck is that? He is his father's son. Because that is an ugly motherfucker. Harry definitely got all of Diana's genes. I'm just saying.
Holy shit, dude. Mercy, damn.
Me?
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong, though.
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, damn, calm down.
He's off of him, Gazorp Field.
Come this far.
Oh, God. I have to look at William. Does William have the ears?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth. No idea if it was your letter, but you know...
Which way did it go?
Towards West Wing?
To the village, then.
He doesn't have the ears, but he definitely has the teeth. Moving on. What was I just thinking about? Oh, I was listening to some Peter Gabriel last night.
Oh yeah, I saw you messaging about that.
He really is the other guy from Genesis when you listen to his music, because if I didn't hear the vocals, I would just think it was a Phil Collins song. But even then, like I looked at the Genesis further, like they were right. It wasn't just like him, Phil, and like another guy. It was like a whole band. Like I don't even think Phil was a founding member of Genesis.
Dog.
He might have been. Again, like I don't fully know the history of Genesis. I really want to know because it's really interesting to me. But this is a dog in Final Fantasy 16.
I mean, he's the second best dog.
I mean, look, someone had to get that award eventually.
Hold on. Just because I can. Torgal is best boy.
Look, if your game has a dog in it and you can't pet the dog, you already failed.
But this button goes so much beyond petting a dog. I gave him a treat.
If you just ended it at this button goes further than just petting the dog, I would have been very concerned.
Your mind is filthy and you should feel bad.
Here's the thing. My mind would be normal if Sanity Not Included didn't do a sketch with Fable 3 where in Fable 3 and maybe in the other two Fable games, I don't know. You can pet the dog. However, there's like an animation around it where it's like you like pick up the dog and really get into petting it. And then Sanity Not Included, they censored the whole act and added voice acting over it. And I'm like, oh god, why? Hey, it's Prince William.
He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago.
Nah, this guy's got a full head of hair.
Asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back, but...
I'll go and look for him.
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
Oh, wrong way. Dead end.
I just remembered a clip from I was watching a full episode, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Harry, Hitchcock, and Scully are listening to a radio show, trying to guess the sound of like a crinkling bag, and like, what could be crinkling? And Holt's making fun of them, like, oh god, it could be anything. So you could be this tinfoil. He could be this chip bag. And then he grabs Terry's yogurt, like, maybe it's this yogurt cup. And then he opens it, and it's the exact same sound that you heard on the radio. And Holt's like, oh my fucking god, it's that. Like the moment Holt realized he figured it out, he's like, no, call them.
One of my favorite running gags with Hitchcock and Scully is that, like, they're terrible detectives unless food is involved.
Dude, it's insane. It's one of my favorite bits in the show. It's like, the minute food's involved, they have everything figured out.
Again, Holt's missing pie.
Oh god, that's a great episode. Have you seen the episode that shows Hitchcock and Scully when they were younger?
Oh, how they were like 80s cop movie stars? Yeah.
And then the only reason why they are the way they are is because they started eating really heavy fat foods.
Yes.
Like otherwise, they would have been the greatest cops in New York, but they just kept eating like buffalo wings. It's like, oh my god, we couldn't stop.
Well, it's because, like, wasn't it that they were helping this lady like hide it like with another identity, and she ended up working at the wing place, and so they kept going there to check on her and eating there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
It's a really good episode. Look, if you haven't watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, change that. That show is fucking fantastic. I understand like the last two seasons are a little rough, and yeah, they were always going to be a little rough due to circumstances. But do yourself a favor, watch the show.
Oh wow, they got blown further than I thought they did.
Well, you remember the episode where Jake's trying to keep his mind off of a really serious situation? So him and Charles like, let's go street racing. So Jake comes in with like a real badass outfit, and then Charles comes out just as speed racer, like a picture perfect, accurate speed racer costume. It's like, oh wow, okay. That is an ugly fucking goblin-looking thing.
Oh yeah, it's the Gygus, basically a gigantic fat goblin.
Your mother loves you. That's the most I can tell you, kid. Jay Cutler passed his physical and is officially a dolphin. If football didn't exist, this would be the coolest tweet ever.
I'm just picturing the plastic surgery episode of South Park.
Yes, yes.
Look, Ike, your daddy's a dolphin.
And I think it's something even more terrifying. Justin Long and Tusk. You ever go on Twitter and somebody's like, I can't believe people think this movie's ass, and they go on to show one of the worst clips from said movie?
Oh my god, yeah. What particular instance inspired this?
Nothing at the moment, but like I always think about it, I'm like, buddy, you just proven everyone else correct. Just go to bed. Like unless you have an argument you can make that's like pretty good, it doesn't have to be like convincing. It just has to be like, all right, I can see why you think this is good. Like, just go to bed.
Let's see.
Like if you were like, people hate the Flash, and it's like, oh, okay, it's moving on. Can't even think of anything good from that movie. Aside from all the Batman shit, but like that's a really bad example. Because cool, all the Batman stuff in the Flash movie was cool. I just wish all the Flash stuff was cool. Like, oh, what's the most memorable thing the Flash did in the Flash movie? He vomited while Batman was kicking ass. Now you got me thinking of movies that just... Oh! People love being like... People really think this movie's bad, and it's... The Gwen Stacy death in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm like, yeah, that's a great scene from a relatively mediocre movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like... Buddy, I can find a lot of movies like that. It's not hard. Like most of classic Hollywood is made up of movies that are not that good that have like 3 incredible scenes in them. It's like, cool, I'll take your terrible movie with 1 scene and then give you 1 great movie that has like 15 amazing scenes. Like, checkmate, dumbass. Like, none of y'all ever watched Casablanca, and it shows.
Decided
Very
to
much so.
swap in Odin to mess around with a bit.
Go nuts.
His kit is kind of weird to get used to, but it works if you like figure out how to use it properly. Because basically, his main thing is that he can, Clive can switch out his sword for Zanketsuken, Odin's blade. And normal attacks with Zanketsuken deal reduced damage, but charge up the Zanketsuken gauge. And if you get that to, like, a number of charges, or especially full charge, you can let loose this massive fucking attack. So all of his, like, abilities, like, feed into building that gauge.
Yeah. You know what movie? I always try to downplay how good it actually is, but in reality, the more I think about it, it's really fucking good.
Huh.
The first Matrix.
Yeah. It's a movie so good it makes people forget the flaws of the other two.
So true. And even those two movies, like, I can still have some fun with this. Like, they're not as good as the first one, but hey, they're pretty fun.
There you are. And?
But, like, man, like, the only scenes in the first Matrix I don't care for are the parts where Neo, we first meet Neo, where it's like, oh, he's just a hacker that helps people out. It's like, okay. They're still relatively fun scenes, though.
I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work.
This is great, man. Thank you. You're my own personal Jesus Christ. Like, oh, wow, that's not subtle.
I expect he'll be none too pleased. And I suppose you're...
I got to watch The Matrix for a high school class, and that will forever be peak. Excuse me. I forget the name of the class exactly, but when I was in high school, it was like Intro to Film, I think it was called. And it was basically an English class, but we got to talk about movies and bullshit. And we got to watch those movies. So we watched... It was a very weird list of movies. So we watched, like, Snow White, Monsters, Inc., Annie Hall, which was the worst movie in the list. That's... Moving on. The Godfather. I got to watch The Matrix in a high school class. Like, you know it was good. Silence of the Lambs, Psycho,
Is it about Cursebreaker?
and When Harry Met Sally. Like, is that not just a peak film class in high school? You got to watch some of the best movies ever made and Annie Hall.
Careless couriers with Levin boats. So I'd say you did us both.
That movie only gets downgraded hard because of Woody Allen. That's it.
If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's
Yeah, that's fair.
It'll be sweet as honey.
Here's the thing, because I'm a firm believer of separate the art from the artist, but when the artist's art is so very much about them, it's very hard to do that. And frankly, all of Woody Allen's movies are very much about him.
Yeah.
But that being said, though, Annie Hall does have a few funny scenes I really like. When he's online, trying to get into a movie, and this one dude's talking about films and clearly misunderstands the movie. So what he pulls him aside, like, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And the guy and him just start arguing. Then Woody pulls him further. He goes, you know what? That's great. And he pulls the director they're talking about out of a random curtain, and the guy goes, I've been hearing everything you've been saying, and you're a fucking moron.
It'd better all be here.
And I'm like, fuck, that's a really fucking funny scene, actually.
Are you the trading routes leading
Fuck you,
south
Woody
so
Allen.
northern to the usual traffic?
How dare you
If
be a
ask
part
me,
of
some
Ants?
fowls brewing, and a tin tires borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sis been talking
Oh,
about
God, those...
since I've known him.
I don't know what pastries they're baking in the back there, but that looks amazing. They look like fucking... they look like zebra cake donuts.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the iron in the royalists gave him...
I haven't had zebra cake since, like, fucking sophomore year of college.
His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still,
Hey, Kevin's here.
to our advantage
I'm
on this
alive.
occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front
You okay, bud?
and at home.
I almost blew all my D&D money on gambling.
I almost lost all my money. What happened? Gambling.
Or spent it all on gambling.
Kevin, I'm so glad you don't go to casinos frequently.
Dude, I'm like a wreck for casinos. I like bright colors. I like things that spin. I like the thrill of getting 30 times more than I ever deserve. I like Dragon Quest slots. Like
So when I
Dragon Quest
have a
slot
bachelor party, it's good to know that I can't take any of you to either Vegas or Atlantic City, because Kevin's gonna go fucking broke apparently.
Well, also, if you took me to Vegas, I'd just be obnoxious and go on all the touristy shit.
Oh no! We'll let you go on your own little adventure, and then we'll find you by the end, completely disheveled. Like, please take me home.
You'd find me like in the deepest parts of Omega Mart. I've been here for days.
And then you guys would be like, wait, where's Kevin? And I'd still be on this slot machine.
What's the name of the company that did Omega Mart? Was that Meow Cat or whatever they're called?
Meow Wolf.
Meow Wolf, that's right. They need to bring something to fucking Atlantic City, because that town needs something.
Anyway,
the one of their installations I've been to was in Colorado. Because they have one the gimmick is it's like an interdimensional airport that'll take you to different like planets, kind of.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Can you just say, Colorado, I'm a giraffe?
Well, maybe I don't have to.
That's all I ever think about with Colorado anymore.
Anyway,
Yeah.
if you're ever interested
I forgot you were in Colorado. Like, not too recently, I think it was a little while ago, but I forgot you were there.
Wow.
Oh, right. It's Kevin's worst nightmare for progress in this stream. The ability to check side quests from other locations.
It's not about progress in... It's not about progress in the stream, Jack. It's like, if we do not clear these green check marks, I will be very upset.
I mean, did you see what I named the stream? Because I knew what was coming.
I saw. I didn't know... Did I even send it through... I think I sent it through Twitter. Let's see. Oh, I think I did something really bad with the tweet. I think I did something like Edge Fantasy 16. Wait. Oh god, no. I'm just realizing the error of my way.
We're really edging this episode out.
Oh god, no!
Can you feel the antissa?
I'm just gonna... Should I delete that tweet or should I keep it?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I think I'm going to keep it because it's funny, but I think people are going to view us a lot differently.
That's okay. I already had that moment at like the start of the stream.
Thanks, Tim. It's nice to know that you're slowly infecting my sense of humor.
No, I was. Jack and I were talking about fucking whatever, and I was reminded of like a Brazzers porno where the costume it was an Overwatch parody, and the costumes were just really well done. And I was taken aback, like wow, they did a great job.
Oh,
I don't even care about the rest of it. Like I'm impressed you guys had this much detail put into it.
Oh, God damn it! I fucked that up twice.
it's alright. I'm just like, oh, look at the man with the fancy spinning swords.
Yeah, seriously, this is fucking cool.
Like,
this is some like God of War, like 1 or 2 bullshit right now.
You know that reveal where like, what's his name? Everybody really was like obsessed with this character for a long time. Oh my god, the anime finish.
Who are you talking about?
Darth Maul. You know when Darth Maul first pulled up the first double-bladed lightsaber?
Oh, dude.
It's like
I mean,
he
I
pulled out
don't
a
remember
second
it,
one as
but
well.
let's be very frank. That was peak.
Yeah. But now, yeah, when I see Clive doing that, though, I imagine he just pulls out another double-bladed lightsaber.
Well, in fairness, so that isn't a sword necessarily, it's Gungnir, Odin's spear.
Yeah, it's like a glaive, kind of. Not really a glaive, but he uses it kind of like you would use a glaive. I don't know.
I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire...
I see. Then you do Rosaria...
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
I will say this. I wasn't aware that the prequel trilogy was disliked until well after they were done.
Right, we've got work
Yeah,
to do.
because when you're a kid at the time, it's like, oh, this movie's cool. We forget all about Jar Jar, but we're like, oh, all the visuals and noises are cool. And then when you grow up as an adult, you're like, why does Jar Jar exist in this movie?
I love Jar Jar. I'll take no Jar Jar hate. Partially because of everything that actor had to put up with afterwards.
Oh no, I have nothing but respect for him as a person, but it doesn't mean I have to like Jar Jar.
Look, to quote one of the Star Wars books, maybe there is something to this funny little Gungan.
Oh, you mean like when he joins the dark side?
Stop! No, I
refuse.
I refuse any Darth Jar Jar. Not because I like the character, but because it's so fucking lazy. It's such a lazy pat on the back for the fans fan theory. It's like he's a Sith Lord the whole time. Fuck you.
Wait, was that actually canonized?
No.
Thank God. I was concerned for a second. Because I was like, wait.
That'd be such a stupid fan theory.
If anything, the closest to a canon ending for Jar Jar we've gotten is that he was living a depressed life as a clown on some far-off planet. Or no, he might have been on Naboo. Point is, he was living as a clown where all the adults despised him because they knew who he was, but all the kids didn't understand why their parents hated this guy.
Yeah. And it's like, on one hand, like, yeah, this is satisfactory for, like, the fucked up Star Wars fans. But, like, you're reading this, like, oh, this is actually, like, a really tragic tale. It's like,
I mean,
really
but at the same time, like, you get it, because willing or not, Jar Jar was the linchpin in the downfall of the Republic.
Yeah, he was. My only issue with it is it really just felt like it was fan service to the wrong part of the Star Wars fandom.
I mean, is that better or worse than Force Unleashed, where he's urbanized?
You stay here and rest.
Literally none of it's good. I hate to say it. At least the clown thing feels more accurate. But it's like everything else, like, man, y'all just need to fucking, like, get over it at this point. It's been fucking 15 years. Well, actually, it's been well over 20 years, but still.
It's not for me.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the.
That's really all it takes.
Point is, I hate Star Wars fans. You know who I mean when I say that.
Of course.
Quentin commands that none of his favoured guests be left what? Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you
Oh,
need.
the camera switch is a little awkward for there. I scratched my eye, and then all of a sudden she was on the left side of the camera.
It was probably smoother if I hadn't skipped some dialogue.
Yeah, I went to scratch my eye, and then all of a sudden she was on the other side. I was like, oh, I thought you weren't supposed to do that in film.
Either somebody broke the 180 rule, or I'm having a fucking stroke. I genuinely thought I was having a stroke the other night because I started smelling something. I'm like, oh no, it's happening.
I don't know how to say this without making it sound concerning, but one day I was just like, mind my own business, and then like everything went black for a second, and then just came back, and I was like, what, did I just die for a second?
That is concerning, you're right.
Like, I didn't black out, it was like for a split millisecond, but I was like, what? What was that all about?
Makes me feel better. When we were doing the Mario Kart ranking video.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's on Toasty Waffles' channel, by the way.
It's not out just yet, but it will be coming.
Yeah, it will be, my bad.
Next time you're hungry,
but I made a joke at Jack's expense, and I just started laughing so hard. I blacked out to the point where everything except for the movement of me laughing was gone.
Jesus Christ. This is one of those situations where I'm very glad to say I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
I've definitely told you about this, Jack. I've definitely told you about this moment.
Oh no, you told me that night. Like, I knew this happened to you, but I'm saying, thankfully, I have never experienced that.
It's okay. Yeah. It's literally just what I go through every day on this stream.
Devin, you might want to see a doctor.
I mean, I'm not dead. It's like I literally visualized a blink. That's what it was.
If you're a friend of Master Quentin's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard.
Like, your body just does it naturally, but like, since it just caught me off guard, I guess, because I literally think it was a blink, but it just lasted a little longer, so I actually recognized that I blinked. It sounds like I'm taking crazy pills, but I feel like someone has to understand at least what I'm trying to say.
You two, move. Out of the way.
No. They're impeding your progress. They're like, wait, we have to go on a quest, on the main quest. And it's like, these guys need to have these pests killed.
The wasps are going to ruin the wine harvest. And I will not allow that.
Gil, do you know who I am without my wine?
You don't want to.
My winner.
I'm downing a bottle of wine. Being like, today was a good day.
Today was a good. You know what, guys?
119 reasons why.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna make you feel old right now. You ready for this?
Alright.
Regular show's last episode aired on March 11th, 1995. Gravity Falls recently celebrated its 30th anniversary. Ninjago came out in 1983, and Minecraft have now been out for 136 years.
Wait, say again for Ninjago, which one?
Lego Ninjago.
It came out in 1983.
Yeah, but that's not like the same as current Ninjago. That's fucking ridiculous.
The joke is that none of this is correct. They're talking about the TV show Ninjago.
Okay. For some reason, I thought like they were just counting like some Lego Ninja line.
No,
the joke is that none of this is correct.
Okay, that makes.
They're trying to ease us millennials into us being old and outdated, because I'm just fortunate to be surrounded by people that remember what Courage the Cowardly Dog was. but I'm unfortunate enough to be surrounded by people who don't know who Bowling for Soup is.
That's a very bizarre combo.
To be fair, Bowling for Soup has like 3 good songs.
Damn it, you're right. Give me a minute, let me think of another band. Meatloaf. Wait, no, he's actually only has the one. Fuck.
There's that one song from the Reanimated movie I can't remember the name of. And then there's the Phineas and Ferb theme song. That's all they've ever done.
I mean, at the same time, though, like, I can recite the Phineas and Ferb's theme on command, so...
And I know 1985 pretty damn well. Oh, they also did High School Never Ends. That's another song they did.
High School Never Ends. I actually like Almost, and they did a song about, like, getting old sucks. That's another one they did. That's, like, just not on the radio.
What's the song they did for Reanimated? The Cartoon Network movie, I should say.
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't thought about that movie in a long time.
The best day ever lived, or some shit like that. And you'll listen to it, it's like, this is the most Bowling for Soup song they've ever done.
Yeah, and then they're like, wait a minute.
I mean, guys, we just all need to acknowledge that there's 104 days of summer vacation. School comes along just to end it. No, I'm not actually gonna. I need you to
Bowling for Soup. You're wrong. There isn't 104 days of summer vacation. There's barely 90.
I was gonna say, well, yes, that was always a very optimistic idea of how long summer vacation lasts.
Gosh darn it, they threw more school at us. We lost a whole 14 days of summer.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for
Someone's
the
in a
type.
hurry.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
But I will say one little thing.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Excuse me. The annual problem for our generation
Actually,
is finding a good way to spend it.
Like maybe. I had banged so hard my headphones shook off my head.
Damn. Like maybe playing Final Fantasy 16 on the PS5.
Or getting a job. That was not meant to be at the expense of any of us. That was just like a quick quip.
But no, I mean, we all know the best ways to spend summer vacation. Like, you could build a rocket, or petting a mommy, or climbing up the Eiffel Tower, discovering something that doesn't exist, or giving a monkey a shower, sniffing a pedal. Like, the problem isn't that I don't know it. I can't keep a straight face while I sing it.
Well, of course. I mean, like, it's just like a song that fills you with happiness, and then you slowly realize that Disney is slowly grabbing the band hammer and is ready to shut down this episode.
The Disney lawyers are watching. It's like, yep, keep talking, assholes. We got a full case coming up.
You already crossed the line with eye to eye, and not. Don't try us.
Oh God.
Full respect to Tevin Campbell, and I'm sorry that his performance as Powerline didn't get appreciated until we were all basically adults.
I mean, yeah.
I'm going back to Lost Wing after I finish those quests at Lost Wing. Got it.
Back to the past, Samurai Jack.
Jack, Samurai Jack.
Oh, fun fact. The only reason why it's Samurai Jack... Jesus Christ, I don't know if you guys can hear that.
I heard something, but I don't know what it was.
I hear vague dog.
Good. Let's move on from there.
Alright.
Did you know that the only reason why Samurai Jack never got a proper final season in the first place is because of Star Wars The Clone Wars?
What, just Gendy was too preoccupied?
Yeah, Gendy said, Look, Samurai Jack was never finished because George Lucas called me to do Star Wars, and when George Lucas calls you to do Star Wars, you say yes.
That is a very good answer, Andy.
It's like, shit. If I knew that was the case, I would have never asked for a final season.
Yep.
A final season that ultimately underperformed. Anyway,
I liked the finale that we got.
I actually never watched it, but I also never actually watched Samurai Jack. So here we are.
Well then.
To be fair, and this is not on me, this is on Cartoon Network, they were not good at properly conveying when new episodes came out.
Does Portal look different, or am I going crazy?
No, you're not.
You're going crazy.
It's the fucking, like, alt skins that all the characters get.
Well, yeah,
Jack was being awesome,
recognize
Kevin.
that-
I was fully ready for Kevin to go slowly instantly.
Dude, I'm already there.
I'm just sitting here like, Kevin, get used to grippy socks.
Man.
Damn, that wasn't enough to kill you?
You mean break your stamina bar? You still got quite a bit of health. Get him. I don't know how I feel that my head only sees the, like... My head only plays, like, Star Wars music every time you do that. Did he just stop in time?
So if you land all the hits with that ability, it's really fucking devastating. The problem is, it's super easy to interrupt, so you have to time it really well.
I was about to be like, did you just glitch him out? But no, it was part of the game, and I was like, oh, okay. Because I never used the Spears of Gungnir, right?
Well, Gungnir is the other one.
I never used Odin.
Wait a minute. All of the other reindeer appear on fucking Fox?
I thought it was a Cartoon Network thing.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, now we're finishing him with this fucker.
Yes, get your anime swords move out of the way.
It's cool as shit and you know it. Don't even try to deny.
Look, you're realizing that this comes from the guy who's playing Persona 5 as a playthrough right now.
Ooh, a chest.
Ooh, a chest. You got a griffin head braid. What?
Oh god, I want to so badly want to start an argument on Twitter, but it's not worth it. And it's really not worth it because the argument's going to be based around Steven Seagal movies, so it's not worth my breath.
That's... Tim, that is very bold of you, oddly enough, to not start an argument on Twitter.
For
You know
context,
how many people would have just started that argument, no questions asked?
Oh, of course. Well, so the guy was saying that Steven Seagal's earlier works were definitely some of the best things he's done. And
Northreach.
Yeah, and my art before I ultimately started doing nothing was also great.
Oh yeah. You mean like before Lone Knight Gaming, KR Inc. was like the best thing I've ever done?
Stop. No, it's... Come on. Well, my point is, like, the movies in question, it's like Above the Law, Marked for Death, which Marked for Death is fine. It's not the most interesting movie. Hard to Kill, which is bad. I tried watching it's bad. And then Out for Justice, which is the only good one he's ever done. And frankly, the only reason why I can't confidently say it's a great movie is because he's in it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Out for Justice, great movie. And like, this thing, that being said, even though he ruins the movie a little bit, he has some moments I kind of liked him in. Like, there's a part where he's, like, interrogating all these criminals, and he's kind of being cocky, like, if anybody here knows where Richie is, they gotta tell me or I'm gonna keep coming back here. And I'm like, fuck, like, that's kind of cool. Like, he's kind of a badass in this one moment. He's never like that ever again in his life. Look, I'm just saying, Steven Seagal is the only martial artist I'm confident I could beat up in a fight.
My mistake.
No, mine.
And I say that for everybody in this group. I mean, we could all beat him up individually.
Flowers. Otto always did.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, I guess it helps that the only way I know how to fight is with, like, a two-handed sword, but, like, I guess...
Hold on 1 minute. What is this girl saying?
This is the dame, the proprietress of the local brothel, and also the most powerful woman in Northreach.
Got it. I kind of like her outfit, actually. It's really cute. Moving on.
Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you.
It's got that Friday the 13th, the game color scheme. In like, small spots, not a lot of big ones.
Why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do.
Anyways, moving on.
Steven Seagal.
When no one else would.
Even Seagal.
Terrible actor, and also worst martial artist, somehow.
I would not be where I am today.
Context, Kevin, he does Aikido, which is barely a martial art to begin with.
To do the same whenever.
You mean the diet? He's gonna fight me with keto diet?
No, Aikido.
Aikido, that's how it's pronounced. Look, I don't give it. Look, no one cares about it. Why should I care about it?
Wait, Makoto practices Aikido?
In the holy capital.
Aikido.
Well, no, I think either one is correct. I don't really know.
Point is,
I mostly pronounced it that way to clear up the confusion of what Kevin thought you said.
Got it. Fair enough.
I didn't hear the top part.
Kevin, let me put my point into more accurate terms. Steven Seagal is so out of shape that anybody could beat the shit out of him. Like, that is not a man who is intimidating to anybody around him.
What?
But he's also still obsessed with playing, like, the big, tough action hero. So much so that he basically fled to Russia and China and makes movies for them now. Including one where he plays a sniper, where he does not stand up the entire movie.
Here's the thing, Jack. I know what movie you're talking about, and I've seen bits of it. It's terrible.
Yeah, I never said it was good.
What if I told you? But what if I told you? That's every movie he's been in recently.
I know, but I remember specifically that movie being, like, called out for the fact that he literally is always sitting down in the movie.
From the moment you
there's a movie he's in called The Chinese Connection, where he's barely in it, but he's the front of the poster. He's like maybe in 10 minutes of the movie. But here's the thing that pissed me off. Michael Jai White and Rampage Jackson are also in the movie, and they do no martial arts in it.
We must make ready to welcome you, my
Probably because there was a weird, like, caveat in Seagal's contract that no one could be, like, more badass than him.
It just annoys me because you have two of the coolest martial artists today in your movie, and they don't get to do any of the things that they're known for. Like, fuck, Michael Jai White, not only can he act, but he's a fucking phenomenal martial artist. And Rampage Jackson, yeah, he can't really act that much, but, like, he's Rampage Jackson. Like, they hired him to replace Mr. T for the A-Team movie.
Get out of my sight, filth.
And those guys just stopped him to be racist. How dare they?
I mean, kind of driving home how the Imperials feel about Branded.
Wasn't so bad.
Yep.
Wasn't so bad.
Let's go, Branded.
They might have recognized me.
But they didn't.
Right.
And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it.
Is my political commentary not good there?
Some of my best customers. We have an arrangement.
An edible arrangement?
You and I.
What?
Now, If you'd care
Sorry,
to
I just looked
follow
at the
me,
thing. I was like, we
we
have
can
an
speak more
arrangement.
at the
An
Vale.
edible arrangement? Because, like, I don't have the audio on for Twitch.
Seem like I have
So
much of a
I'm
choice.
a little off.
I do love edible arrangements, though.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
That's an easy Christmas or like birthday gift, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, edible arrangements. I'll send you something.
It's a fruit basket, but more fun.
Exactly. My one friend got like it was either her wisdom teeth taken out or whatever, and I was like, oh, I'll send you a edible arrangement for that, and I did.
That won't be necessary.
Like it's a fun little thing to do, and I highly recommend if you can afford it, because I think it's pretty expensive, but.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel.
Excuse me.
Whatever wound you so
Why
tight.
did I put, like, Edge Fantasy 16 in the episode where you meet the leader of the brothel?
Oh.
Mentioned a favor.
Wait, what's the name of the episode?
What is it you'd have me do?
No, the name of the episode's like green exclamation marks, but then I realized the tweet title is Edge Fantasy 16, and here we are at a brothel.
God damn it. God damn it.
I didn't even know. I didn't even think about it at first until I came back and I was like, oh shoot, this might be read wrong. But now it's read in a weird light now.
Days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. And I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and do this.
Every time we stream, I want to talk about Godzilla -1. But it's like,
every time,
I know you guys haven't
every
seen
time we
it.
kiss, I swear I can fly.
Prying eyes from looking too closely at my handsome face.
Be slow. I want you to know.
If you find anything, ask for me then.
Shut the fuck up.
I can't take credit for that. It's a drawfee bit, but I love it.
We're talking about. I love that whenever we have a very serious cutscene happen.
Side quests. Side quests.
Like, oh, let's talk about some random bullshit that's not related. This guy looks like a fucking bitch. Moving on. This guy's gonna drop some shit like, my wife and kids were murdered in the fucking war. It's like, oh, well, now I look like an asshole.
And it's just like, oh man. It's just like, it's very serious parts of the it's like, if we don't do this, our friends, our family, they'll all be slaughtered and enslaved to the Empire. And meanwhile, we're like, my favorite map is diarrhea maps. Like, good one,
Meanwhile, I
buddy.
look at this guy right here, and all I think to myself is, he looks like he could be on the poster for the Leatherheads movie.
Oh, God.
Remember that? Like, the old... Because you remember, like, the old, like, football helmets?
Yeah, I know what you mean by Leatherheads.
Yeah. I want to watch that movie, but it's probably not good at
all. I do like this side quest, because it's just some douchey fucking soldiers who try to pick a fight with me, and I get to beat the shit out of them.
Oh, nice.
You lost or something?
Like Kennedy?
Leon! I'm not yelling it out loud. Leon!
Leon!
Help!
About like he owns the place.
They laughed when
I shall return.
Yep. Jack, are you gonna beat up this paladin and his marauder?
Happily, yes.
Only
sounds good.
Chivalrous souls that we are.
What if they throw in a Manticore because this is hard mode? Like, oh, this seems easy enough. Let's just throw in another enemy.
Now,
if that's what you want.
cocky bastard.
Oh, and when you go cranial mistress,
one-on-one combat,
it was Leon who gave you the pounding.
Phrasing.
Use all the dirty tricks you
Yeah, dude, come on.
All right.
I mean, don't do that.
Come on, hit me. Dumbass.
Fool.
Holy shit, he just flopped down to the ground.
I don't think you beat him in a duel. I think he's fucking dead.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Huh. So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, Bear. Let's have some fun, shall we?
2.5 Men was filmed in front of a live studio ostrich.
Those are pretty hard crowds. I'm impressed.
Have you never seen that bit from Family Guy?
Nope.
It's just one of those cutaway gags. It's like 2.5 Men was filmed in front of a live studio ostrich, and it's just Charlie and Alan or whatever his name is. And it's like, Charlie, I need a date tonight. Okay, let me look at my very small guidebook of women I know. And he plops a giant textbook onto the table and just goes to he goes to an ostrich in the audience and he goes, aha! Just the way he fucking laughs kills me every time.
The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Alright, Sims.
The sad part is, like, that was, like, I felt a little bad about how bullying that was.
Yeah, Jack, I've never seen someone bully online as much as that. I almost feel bad. Almost.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you.
They had it coming.
Can I trust you to be...
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her...
Never call yourself humble.
As unlikely as it may
That's
seem,
rule number one about
there
humble.
are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearer, not for the want of coin. Simple fare cost little more than a pittance. But to revel, contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to do which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek.
Fine.
Oh, thank you. An extra meal here. Deliver these, but keep the meat. What food
I hope it's not soup. I don't know how you store that in your inventory discreetly.
Three bearers, overworked and underfed.
How do you discreetly give away soup?
True, but do not let be discreet for both our sakes.
Hope that nobody's looking at you.
You won't be staying then.
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital.
Sir, there's something leaking out of your pockets. It's nothing.
Definitely not soup.
Let people starve as well.
The dog's just like going after his pockets. It's like that scene from I don't want to say it. It's the scene from Pink Panther with the hamburgers.
Hurry up!
Just like, sir, the dog thinks there's something. The dog recognizes that there's something in your pockets. It's nothing.
need a rest.
I mean, like, just look at the guy who smuggles his... Just look at how that guy smuggles his soup. What an asshole!
Half as much as I need. I don't hate it here, though. Not where anyone might see. Has it always been this bad? Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. That's some...
I think the wind... I don't want to be rude, but, like... I think using the wind magic... It's kind of the point, too, I guess, but, like... Using wind magic to dry laundry is really, a little,
excessive.
Yeah. It was like, oh, man. Wind surely exists. Check upstairs? Oh, no, there we are.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out...
Okay.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
And if only we had it in, like, crunchy bars. It's kind of hard to discreetly eat soup.
Again, we are still making full assumption that this is soup.
Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
Do the package stuff and then just go to the Vale.
Yeah,
after.
that's what I'm thinking.
Work smarter, not harder.
No one's allowed through the gate until all packs have been inspected.
However do they get that cunt? There's nothing here for your kind, Branded.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make them less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
Oh. Fuck you, get off my land. Oh, wait, hold on, you have money.
Yeah.
Right.
You can tell Etienne.
I mean, it's unfortunately one of those situations where acting in a way that's not expected of you is just as likely to get you in trouble as anything else.
I guess you're right. Ah, the essence of Rose.
I have no business with...
Who's Rose? Shh.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Three heavy purses.
Lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing.
Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars?
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
It all smells so delightful.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
This is the weirdest contraband we're smuggling into the city.
That is no burden off my back.
No comment here.
This is for Etienne.
I'm not gonna press.
All this for a drink.
What?
I said I'm not gonna
Just
press.
any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, you'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Some of those expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
That's the day done then. Drinks. How about the veil? The markets are up.
Ah, you have I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be
Evan, how
coy,
much
my
money
boy.
would it take for me to get you
Why
to
not just
finally
tell me in the
sit
first
down
place?
and do
An honest man wears
the
deception
KR
like
Inc. movie?
shackles about his ankles.
I have
couldn't
no
risk
clue,
you
but if I
stumbling
get
under the
paid,
gaze
it
of the
might be
guards.
worth it. My problem is I
After
have an
all, both for
apartment.
the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned
So
crystals.
what?
It's not
even
just out
such
of
morsels
like the
as I
basement of my own home. It's a little bit.
And if you don't know,
Point is, he's got neighbors who might yell at him if he's too loud.
dare say you'll slip
I
over
mean, you
better
whisper
for
your
it.
lines in the other show.
Despite the risk,
I don't think I can write.
the war gladly give
Oh,
their
I'm whispering my
finest
lines
owners
now. The
fresh
only time I can
underwears
literally
paltry
clearly hear
crumbs like
myself
trade.
is when we're using PlayStation
didn't
Call for
realize
some weird
crystals were
reason.
so scarce.
If I'm
Weird.
using my mic, it's too
As
soft. I
scarce
don't
as
know why.
crocodile teeth. Hence the thriving market for even the scantest
Oh
fragments.
god, I had the very delicious
Do you think
burger
it's
tonight,
vulgar that
and
I think
I'm
you're doing
tasting
what
it
you
in my
do?
mouth now. I'm like, oh
Indeed.
god.
A reward for a
I
job
had a
well
really
done.
good Caesar salad today, but it was too big, and I was like, oh, I have to take some of this home. And then I took like nothing
I
home, and I was
thank
like, oh god.
As
Damn. Alright. But it
And
was
then
good
like I
though.
realized I stayed up way too late last night,
I mean,
and then I was like, my friend 4 hours later was like, hey Kevin, let's get breakfast at this diner. I'm like, oh okay. So I went to the diner, I ate food, I went home, I slept for like 6 hours, and then I got my food.
Been on my own.
yeah.
Ah, so he found someone
Oh
else as
man, I can
well.
go for diner
His
food though, I'm
friends
not
back
gonna
at
lie.
court have been taking a little
Dude.
too much interest in him of late.
Honestly,
So he really is a
I'm
chamberlain.
trying my best not
There was
to
a
just
time
straight up
when
order
he was the
pizza every
Vale's
day,
most
because I kind of want
illustrious
to, but like
customer.
I know I don't have the
Us
money.
girls thought of him as a
God damn it, Kevin.
generous uncle.
We were talking
He
about
was one of the
diner
only
food, and
people round
you
here who seemed bothered
brought
by
it
the
to
way the Empire
pizza
treats
somehow.
its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
Look, I know it's different concepts, but I really love
Rested on the
pizza.
Dame.
Especially
My
like
sisters and I may have lost
garlic
an
knot
uncle,
pizza.
But bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble.
Alright, you're gonna have to elaborate. Garlic bread pizza?
Which is
Garlic
good
knot
for him,
pizza?
doesn't
What?
it?
Yeah. It's
No
like
wonder the
it's
Dame's
like a
got a
cheese
soft
pizza,
spot
but they
for
put a
it.
lot of garlic on it, and the crust is like garlic knot. It's good shit. That's all I care about.
Oh, I'm sure it's good, but like, you made it seem like they put garlic knots at the end of like the crust.
That's basically it. Like they just make like I think it's the same kind of dough.
Do y'all remember when way back when Pizza Hut made a pizza that was the crust was pigs in a blanket?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a fucking time to be alive.
Dude, I just miss Pizza Hut. There's none around me anymore.
I miss what
I'm
Pizza
sure-
Hut used to be.
If only I'd comforted her
I'm sure Pizza Hut's not as good as we remember it now.
the day before.
I miss the Pizza Hut that lives in my mind.
A gift from the dame.
I'm sure.
It wasn't anything fancy,
But
but
here's the
it
thing.
meant the world to her.
Chase, Will, and I, we were hanging out at Chase's old apartment in Winooski,
As do we all.
and we just got stuffed crust meat lovers pie.
Perhaps someone else did.
It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
She's over there, sitting by the pond.
I mean, granted, stuffed crust and meat lovers feels like a bit excessive. Like, that's just a lot.
It was the greatest thing we've ever had.
Look.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've
All I'm saying is that, like, a lot of my pizzas are Sicilian. Pizza Hut was the only one that wasn't.
Sicilian pizza, that's a fucking... That being said, I had Sicilian pizza from a local place the other night. I think they put like balsamic into the sauce. Completely ruined the pizza for me.
That is a weird choice.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why would you ruin a perfectly good recipe and put fucking balsamic in it?
Fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time.
Like pizza, you need bread, red sauce, and cheese, and then whatever little toppings you want to put on top of it. Anything else, you're trying to rework the wheel, and it's not going to work.
This man from the garrison.
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with
We all
this.
agree that Big Daddy's Pizza in Burlington's probably the worst pizza you've ever had.
Yeah.
I don't really remember Big Daddy's. I don't think I went there.
Good for
Consider
you.
yourself lucky.
It was bad, Kevin. I mean,
yeah.
The cheese. It was mostly, first of all, not a lot of sauce, and the cheese was abysmal. Like, it was terrible.
Yeah. Now I have a craving for paisanos. Motherfucker.
Paisano.
I'm looking for a man with
Paisanos was pretty good, though. Like, it was the closest to what a New York pie could be like in the Burlington area.
Where's the dame's brooch? One word from him and the Velsdorls will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back.
Who am I looking for? Yeah, Nick. Okay, so I'm looking for Nick. No, Nick. Nah, Yannick. Oh.
Come on.
Last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
I've been trying so hard not to be rude about the Torgal skin, but every time I see him, I just think it's like, why do you have an overgrown skunk?
Ah, the fuck?
I don't mean to be mean about his skin, but like I see the white top and the black bottom, and I'm like, what is that? And I was like, oh, that's Torgal.
Yeah, but it just went off.
How dare you insult the best boy?
I don't mean to insult the best boy. I just not used to seeing that color scheme on our boy.
He's in the village. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant.
Yeah, when you're out of line.
Though that wouldn't explain his continued.
And you plan on traveling to...
I know I am. I'm just like, I can't ignore it.
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm.
I love my boy, but I don't know what to do.
Little love for bearers, and they will not
You
hesitate
ignore
to
it and
approach
just
them.
be supportive.
There is a man in Moore who owes me a favor. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
New quest available nearby. Oh, wonderful.
Oh my god. Oh no, that quest.
Yay! Hey guys, I got a new quest.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
That is one big crack crystal.
That is one big crack. I can't wait to smoke it.
I'm gonna need a bigger pipe.
Pardon me, Mr. White. One crack, please.
Sir, we sold meth here.
Mr. White, they're going to be onto us.
Please.
Mr. White, they're going to be onto us. Jesse, it looks like a mountain. They'll know it's cocaine. Jesse, trust me on this.
Alright, let's take care of this one first, mainly because, fuck these people.
Yeah.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
All right.
My, I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
All bark.
But no bite.
He didn't seem all that worried.
Not even no mention of no bite.
I need to be careful.
What a shame.
The wolf! It's
Just a good man.
What if I can help it? Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Stay back, I'll deal with this. You burn the child right next to you.
Burn the child.
Whoops.
Oh, well, I fucked up the mission. Thank goodness this only hurts people that I intend to hurt. It would be a really hard story if it didn't work that way.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this?
Little Malfoy looking fuck.
Attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. You're only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
Oh, fuck.
No doubt.
Oh, fuck.
To blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
Ba, ba, ba. I got fucking Milli Vanilli stuck in my head right now.
You, Brandy,
Which is unfortunate.
How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind.
Is that Jim Gaffigan?
Entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
All I think it was Jack Snorton laugh.
You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you. He talks too much. It's not right.
Trying not to be mean. Because I don't even know if it works, really.
I love Jim Gaffigan. I don't care.
No, I was gonna say he kind of reminds me of James Corden.
Oh no, Kevin, don't be mean.
Summon the unlucky wretch.
I said I didn't want to be mean.
Now we're being disrespectful because of Kevin.
Would be me.
It's like, oh no.
I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your
I'm down to my last Sour Patch
Shut
Kid.
your mouth and listen.
So sad.
Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Well, you're right. He does
another
like James Corden a little bit.
A better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Did anything happen today, like news-wise, aside from the gay Senate thing?
Hold on.
Like, are we talking middle school or like actual like?
They deserve a proper
Talking real news, Kevin.
Not much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
The Bengals beat the Vikings.
Good for them.
The Colts beat the Steelers, and Detroit fucking destroyed the Broncos. Not saying much. It is the Broncos we're talking about.
The Dame. I'm in her service.
The agency officially broke up today.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me.
I'm lying. They'll never break up.
Gladly.
May their burden finally be lifted.
But apparently there was a UFC event tonight.
I did. Now I expect they'll find another.
Then that's so much you didn't get out of us, because I didn't even know that was happening.
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still.
Damn, that's morbid.
Such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
I will hop off here. I'm not going to pull the shtick I usually pull on Discord, because it's not as fluid on PlayStation. But I will say goodnight here, gentlemen.
Wolves kill. It's in their nature.
Good night.
Good night.
Invite one into your home. He's going to tear your throat out eventually.
Well, that's a pretty dark ending to this quest.
I mean, like, karma, but...
Yeah.
What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
I never will see that man again. All bark, all bite.
Let's go see if there's a blood stain.
Oh no, it's inside the house.
I don't think so.
I thought it was inside the house at least.
No, they were standing outside their carriage. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, hold on. No, we don't see where they got dragged. We just see that they got dragged away.
Yeah. Well. I don't know, I always thought it was inside the house because it's like, how did they get one so quickly?
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet.
Oh, right, this is the other one that's really fucked up.
I can't promise I'll find her, but...
She has beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She has...
In that case... With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields?
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh?
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe.
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
You found something, Torgal?
Found a dog, but it doesn't match the description.
Brown and white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job?
They're not napping.
I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Clive, I don't know how to break it to you.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
Haha, disturbing.
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say
Well,
that.
fuck.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that.
I don't want to... Never mind, I'm not going to say that.
Haha, trauma.
Yeah.
Isn't this just a fun bunch of side quests? Aren't we having a good time?
I'm so glad I went out of my immediate casino gambling addiction D&D campaign to be sad.
Haha. Depression.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. Are you Bertrand?
Bertrand.
The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a Branded than help him. With the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Thanks, Bertrand.
What do you want? Go on, take it.
Potion.
Weren't expecting any new Branded until the new moon. You don't think...
What's this? A Branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes. Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound. As it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dame. Anything. Be sure to tell her,
Imps. Am I right?
that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Yeah, after we tell her that those soldiers gave us a decent pounding before we beat them. God. Wait.
It smells of death here, Torgal.
Oh, more wolves.
We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Oh, that's, I think I found them. I don't think we need to beat up the wolves anymore.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a... Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the Dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess.
Wow, 3 happy, fun quests in the span of just 30 minutes.
I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
We still don't know what happened to them, honestly, because it's not the wolves.
Well, they didn't say it wasn't the wolves, just that they'd been dead for a while by then.
Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Weren't expecting any new branding until the new moon.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
Nice though that they brought the quest here.
Not been personal. You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel.
Yeah, Clive really nailed the live action audition pretty well.
You needn't have come all this way just to tell me.
One Piece.
I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Wait, why does he have like little green crackles?
I mean, to say would be spoilers.
I see it all now, never mind.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the
Nice,
cause
you know,
of
that really pissing off Bahamut right off the gate.
what I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. That'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take
Ah,
this seriously.
yes.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Excuse me.
Not a problem at all.
Let me
Oh,
double check something. What time is it? Fuck it, let's do this.
Alright, right to the Drake's Head.
Oh, wait. Did I miss any side quests? Cool. Okay.
No more green exclamation marks. Just a straight shot into the crystal head.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
Won't be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
What exactly is that supposed to mean?
Good luck.
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near
Let's
as
face it,
secret as you
Sid.
claim.
This is a god-awful plan.
No, at this point, Clive knows not to trust Sid when he says he has a shortcut.
Stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace
Where the heck
these
is Jill at this point?
allow them to
She's over next to us.
feed your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change.
Translation. Oh.
It builds character.
Come on, this way. Try to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
Let's see us immediately fail. Leave no trace, immediately starts looting everything.
I mean, we're taking the whole fucker down anyway. Might as well start taking.
All right.
Yes, you're right.
Let's get this over with.
I
swear this passage used to be secret.
Of course it is.
Perfect plans, Clive. Perfect plans.
Yeah, it was secret until somebody was like, oh, hey, someone broke in here once. Maybe we should put it under more guard. And then that guy was put on guard. Oh, I didn't realize there was a dragon here. Do you think dragons have like a special entrance? Like, how do they get in here though? My god, look at all those circles. Damn. Now that's what I call damage.
He never stood a chance.
You're welcome.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. There are sentries everywhere.
And all good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
Captain! To arms, men! Summon the cannoneer! At once!
Okay. Oh my gosh, there is so much support mashing. Oh no, there's more.
Big man. Oh, right. This guy.
This may be the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed? You will find
Got a
my
cannon.
mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
Sorry, mortar.
To the talker.
Then let's shut him up.
Oh, that's a worse Kaiton. Oh, jeez. One of my favorite things about any game is all the numbers that just fly around screen on the screen. Like, there's just something so satisfying about just doing a lot of numbers even though they're not that big. Flip him. And punch him in the stomach. Oh, he's a tough one. He's a tough customer.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
He's gone Akashic.
He's being possessed. My god, he's smurfifying.
He's gone Akashic.
Poor wretch.
Save your pity. You'll get none in return. There's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment.
God damn it.
Why do you want to set him on fire? That's just gonna make his cannon fire more often. What is this cannon powered by?
Magic? Probably.
So, I mean, I guess it could be crystal powered. I think after this fight, maybe we should go on. I'm out of it.
Fair enough. It's very late.
It's 1:30, and it's like I'm trying to just like say things, but I'm just so exhausted because like I really did stay up too late last night. Because one minute I was like, oh, I'll play a little bit of Dokapon Kingdom. That'll be fun. And then the next thing I know, the sun was up. And I found out that Dokapon Kingdom is all predetermined. That computer is gonna always get what it wants, no matter what you try to do. Or at least it's like the turns are already predetermined, I guess. That's what I found out about Dokapon Kingdom. Which is that like Monopoly, quote unquote, like RPG board game. Get him. I like how Sid doesn't use his sword, he just has a flying kick.
Oh, hey, level up.
Good job. What do we get out of this excursion? Nothing but a level up? Up area, the favor of Inferno.
Akashic or no, he was still a man. A man who drowned in ether.
It's no way for anyone to go.
Come on.
Alright, so are we calling it here?
I would suggest so.
Yeah, it feels like a good plan. So, yeah, no, tune in next time to see us go for the Heart of the Mother Crystal.
Yep, go for the heart of the mountain, or the horn, the head.
I'm curious to see if it changes real quick. Hold on. Optima. Curious to see. Alright, what did it give me? Let's see. Kept Phoenix, but switched it to Rising Flame and put Flame's Rebirth in the second slot.
And then it
Gave me Bahamut with Flare Breath and Impulse. Interesting. And then Shiva with Rhyme and Ice Age. Again, I don't think I'm going to keep those, but I think that's interesting. That's what it picked. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.